What's up, YouTube? Today we're back again, and we're going to be talking about the Arturia Keylab MK II. Let's get straight into it. Now, as you know, I do work with the MPC, but I always use other devices to help enhance my workflow. And today we have the Arturia Keylab MK II, and I can't wait to dive into it and see what this thing can really do. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the MPC, and we're going to open up Analog Lab 5 by Arturia. Now that we have Analog Lab 5 opened up, I want to demonstrate something real quick, which is one of my pet peeves with the MPC when working with third-party VSTs. Once you have a third-party VST opened up inside the MPC, you cannot browse through presets using the MPC device. It forces you to open up the plugin on the computer and actually use your mouse to scroll through the presets. So let me demonstrate that now. So I'll go to the preset location, which is directly under Analog Lab 5 on the MPC. And as I turn the jog wheel, nothing's happening. So you cannot change the presets using the MPC. It's a bit of a frustration. So that forces you to open up the software on the screen and then use that to browse through your presets. Now, what's dope about the Arturia Keylab MK II is whenever you open up any Arturia plugin, the keyboard automatically knows it. So what that means, as soon as I open up an Arturia plugin, I can then turn to the keyboard and I can browse any and all sounds inside of the plugin. Now that I have the plugin open, I hit the Analog Lab button, and now I'll hit Categories. And as you can see, I can scroll through all of the different keyboards and basically pick any sound that I want. Now, if I want to switch sounds, I don't have to go to the computer. I can quickly just go to another sound. That fast. It allows you to rotate through your sounds and find what you're looking for extremely quick, and I absolutely love that. That is a huge upgrade, in my opinion, from the Control 49. The Control 49 did have that same capability, but because they abandoned the keyboard and haven't updated it, a lot of the features no longer work. This is definitely a huge improvement for me and my workflow. Now, not only can you scroll the jog wheel to go through presets to find what it is you want, as I'm doing right now, there's even a faster way that you can use this keyboard to find the sound that you're looking for out of the 7,000 potential possibilities that comes with Analog 5. On the keyboard, if I'm in the category view, I can quickly select piano, which would then bring up all of the piano presets currently in the computer. So I can scroll through any type of piano I want. Really convenient, and not only piano sounds, pretty much any type of sound you want. So if I want to go to an electric piano, if I want to go to an organ, if I want to go to a pad, See how fast that is? Let me click the button. We're gonna go to a bass now. Really, really convenient, and there's still much more to go. So I'm gonna go back to piano. Just a basic piano, I'm gonna stick with that. Now, we do know that this has keys on it. It also has a full 16 touch sensitive pads. Pretty cool. You can also use that to play drum programs and anything you really want to do with these pads. Now, the neat thing about these pads is you can take them and switch them to chord mode without going into the MPC to pad with them. So I go to chord mode, and now pretty cool, right? Not only that, you can also create your own custom chords on the keyboard using the chord button. And I like this effect. You can use it for a lot of sounds, a lot of different ways, but let me demonstrate. So hold down the chord button. Release the chord button, and now I've created a chord that I can play with just one note on the keyboard all the way up and down the scale. That is super dope. You can also change the octave of the keyboard just like you would any other standard MIDI controller, so there's no problem there. It does have DAW functionality where you can control your DAW, play, start, stop, record, all of that. Pretty standard for any up-to-date MIDI controller, so no problems there. But what I do find that's also interesting when it comes to Analog Labs 5 or some of the other Arturia plugins is this section of the keyboard here with the encoders and the fader. When you're inside of Analog Labs mode, these encoders and faders work directly with the sound that you're using so that you can tweak them any type of way that you want. So super cool, and you can do all of that on the fly. You can't tell me that ain't dope. Bring back the regular piano. And now that we have the regular piano pulled up, another thing that this keyboard allows you to do is create multi-instruments, which is two completely different instruments combined into one. So how we do that, we have part one on the keyboard, which will be your first instrument. In this instance, I'm just going to leave this piano as the first part. And what we're going to do is now go to part two, and we're going to browse. Let's say we want to add a pad to this piano. So now we're going to press the pad button, And we're gonna browse through some pads. Just pick a random pad. Now we have a multi-instrument, which is a pad and a piano put together. Now, not only that, we can still customize and tweak the sounds any way that we want it using the encoders and the faders for each individual part. So that's also pretty cool. And like I said earlier, Analog Labs alone by itself has over 7,000 presets and 37 different analog style keyboards. That alone is massive. You will never run out of any type of inspiration, and this is definitely going to be my go-to when I'm looking for new sounds and new inspiration in my productions. Now, along with Arturia's Analog Labs 5, I did pick up the Arturia V Collection 8, which includes 30 more keyboards and does in fact work with the Arturia Keylab MK II as well. Right now, we're going to open up the OBXA5. Pull it up on the screen so you can see it. An older analog synthesizer. And now, just like in Analog Labs 5, we can still use the keyboard to go through and select any of the presets in the keyboard that we want to use. Very, very convenient. And again, you cannot go through presets in third-party VSTs directly from the MPC. So this is a huge advantage and definitely will speed up your workflow if you decide to use this keyboard. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what I've been working with. Check out my new toy. I'm going to get a lot of usage out of it. This won't be the last you see of it. Definitely going to be a permanent staple in my productions. And if you are in the market for a new keyboard and it sounded pretty good to you, I will leave a link for it in the description so you can check it out. It runs at about $500, but I definitely think it's worth having a look at. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm gonna see y'all soon, and I'm out.